Hi guys, Sandy Ingram here. Welcome. In today's video, we are going to discuss how the VND has revealed Plan B for IQD profits. Vietnam may be a socialist country. However, they create income like a capitalist country. But here is where Iraq is missing the boat compared to Vietnam and many other countries that has the qualities and benefits that Iraq has. A reasonable estimate is that Vietnam could collect between 500 million and 800 million annually from a new e-visa fee, if and when visitors' growth continues. But that's not the real financial benefit. The real financial benefit for Vietnam or any country that is implementing this plan is that when visitors arrive, it's what they spend after they get inside of the country that is so valuable to a country's GDP and economy. Vietnam's tourism industry generated approximately 30 billion, that's B guys, in revenue in 2025. And the government expects tourism revenue to reach about 45 billion in 2026. With 25 million foreign visitors. Now, these numbers we can only dream of for Iraq. If only Iraq could understand and act on the fact that they, the country of Iraq, can attract 5 times that number of international tourists each year. In a moment, I'll explain how and why. If I didn't know better, I'd say there was an organized effort to keep Christians away from the foundation of Christianity that occurred in Iraq. But of course, I don't know better. There are 1.5 billion Christians worldwide. If 10%, just 10%, visited Iraq to visit the birthplace of Abraham, or Babylon, or to follow in the footsteps of the latest pope, that would be approximately 3.75 billion US dollars just in visa fees. This does not include the cost for hotels, food, transportation, and tours, which could easily equal 78.75 billion, that's with the B, annually, based on our calculations as compared to Egypt, Jerusalem, and Vietnam, and even the United States, who received 77 million international visitors in 2025. For comparison, Iraq's current GDP is approximately 253 to 300 billion. So a tourist industry of that scale or magnitude would transform the country's economy and automatically strengthen the currency, increasing its value. Now, the question becomes, will the central bank of Iraq keep the value of the IQD, the Iraqi currency, low, like Vietnam continues to do? Or will it allow the value to increase? We don't know. That's why this channel is in existence, because we don't know. Therefore, we have to plan on many different levels to obtain and secure our IQD profits. Here's the deal. No other country in the world, wait a minute, let me say that again. No other country in the world has the ability to pull in 100 to 150 million international tourist visitors a year. But Iraq can do it. And because Iraq has Christian and Islamic historical sites that represent over 3 billion people, over 3 billion people on planet Earth. Are you hearing me, guys? Are you hearing me? This means that if 5% of Muslims and Christians globally receive a spiritual calling to visit the birthplace of Abraham or the historical sites that are associated with the Muslim religion, if just 5% adhere to that small voice, that spiritual calling to go. But wait, here's the problem, and here's where you as an IQD investor comes in. Iraq does not have enough hotel space for those numbers. And that is where our return on investment, regardless of what the Central Bank of Iraq does, becomes evident. This is our plan B for making a profit on our IQD dinars. Global finances are changing. Iraq is right on the cutting edge. They can go with the flow of the world because they're rebuilding at a time when the financial flow of the world is changing. We do not know how this is going to play out, but we do know that because of Iraq's religious importance, Christians will never let go of Iraq. And how can they? The name Babylon appears about 280 times in the world's most famous book. The city of Babylon is mentioned more than any other city except Jerusalem. Babylon today is 55 miles south, going towards Basra, of Baghdad. The site of Babylon remains one of the most important biblical and historical locations in the world. Yeah, Egypt doesn't have Babylon. Now, on your screen, there are a list of the major hotel chains already in Iraq. And if you're an investor, then you already know that you do not need to be associated with a major hotel chain to earn substantial income in the tourism industry. Iraq only has about 200,000 hotel rooms nationwide. To attract a substantial number of international visitors, they will need far more hotels and Airbnb rentals. The United States has 5+ million hotel rooms. Turkey has 1 million+ hotel rooms, while Saudi Arabia has around 450,000 hotel rooms. Are you getting the picture? This is our plan B. Join the channel's membership.